Join us at Whole World Tribe here again. As always, I'm looking for good resources that can help people just to live a healthier lifestyle around the Eltham North area. And today I'm visiting Soul Rebel Athletics.
Yeah.
And we have had a little bit of a pre-chat here, and it's just an awesome operation. So just give it a brief of what the club is all about. And
cool. So I guess what we're about is we're trying to bring people who want to get fitter and healthier, stronger. We're trying to do that in a forum that's going to be most effective. It's going to be fun. You can create some friends and a bit of community aspect in here. So we get a lot of people just general stuff that most people come to gyms for. But we also find we get a lot of people who get a bit bored of sitting on bikes and treadmills and lifting weights in front of the mirror. So it's obviously a little bit different setup in here.
Yeah, when you look around, there's no mirrors and obviously no treadmills and
not
things
a lot
like
of
that.
machines. We're really fortunate we're next to the athletics track too, so we get to do a bit of running across there. But yeah, we run outside and swing kettlebells and we play on the ropes and different things like that. So we have a lot of fun in here.
So what's the sort of typical person you attract? Like, if someone watched this and not so quite sure what CrossFit is and if it would suit them, like who are you looking for to attract to this place?
It's a good question. There's probably a huge misconception out there about what CrossFit is and who's it suitable for. And we hear it time and time again. People come in and they're like, "Oh, I think I need to go and do training for a couple of weeks, get a bit fitter before I start." And the reality is that over 90% of our members are just general population. They're your average 9 to 5 worker who likes to come in and break up their day. They come in here to move better. They might come in, body composition changes, but health, improving health, physical function, that's the reasons that they're here for. And a small percentage are here to treat this as a sport and to become elite. Less than 10% of ours.
So how many people do you have in actual class?
We actually have just brought in a system where we limit that to, for most classes it's 10, and for some classes it's 12. So if in the mornings where there's not as much going on in the gym, we allow 12 in. For the most part it's 10. Our goal is to have two coaches at every one of those classes. So we're looking for a 1 to 5 coach to athlete ratio. I think CrossFit, it sometimes gets a bad reputation or a bad rap because people will go in to do a trial and they get thrown into this huge group of 20 to 30 people and they don't necessarily know what they're doing, and then they kind of just go along with the flow and they end up coming out of it not really knowing what happened. And we take steps to try and mitigate so that does not occur, and that people are taking the necessary steps to have safe progression, progression that's going to be long term, that they can feel and see the benefits from. And we're able to service that amount of people really well. But I guess the difference is everyone's known here on a name-to-name basis, not just amongst the staff, but with each other. And we make a real point of that when new people come in, that they're introduced and people go and say hi and welcome them into the gym and the community.
That's another massive
different
benefit, because lots of people sign up to the gym, but they don't end up going because they just don't end up happening. But if you have a community and people expect you to be there, you're more accountable and you actually end up doing the workout that you plan to do.
Absolutely. And you develop training partners, people you're competitive with, that you can come into the gym with, and you can push each other. Not again on an elite level, but just, it's good to have that challenge there and a stimulus that's a little bit different to just, for yourself is great, but a lot of people struggle to maintain training regularly for long periods without those other stimulus.
That's great.
We've got a guy who's come in and he's had damage to his back, which has required really drastic. Twice a year he has nerve endings burn in his back. He's on pain medication almost all year round, and when he comes into that time where he needs the operation, he's just dosed up on God knows who what. So someone like him has seen a massive reduction in back pain. He's been taking less medications, less drugs. He's doing a whole lot of things that doctors say you never do, like deadlifting and jumping and running and squatting heavy weights. And
that's awesome.
you know, so here's one example of, obviously, you know, body composition is a big thing for a lot of people. They want to lose weight, they want to get healthier.
Yep.
We've seen that happen, you know, in spades.
Awesome. So if someone thinks this is for me, I'd love to do this, what would I expect? They come in on the first day, like what's the process? How do they?
Yeah, cool. So what we do, we try and make it really easy and not too intimidating for new people, because we found that that's often an issue. So we run a free trial session at our Greensboro location every Tuesday night.
And that's here? Yeah.
And here, and at our Thornbury location every Saturday. So if a Tuesday doesn't suit here, someone could try it out at a Thornbury on a Saturday morning. So the free trial goes for an hour. We basically run them through, you know, a lower intensity version of what a class would be. That's to give them a feel and a taste. We do that with a maximum of about 5 people to 1 coach. That way, you know, we can guarantee that they're actually getting coached and having attention paid to them and doing things safely. From there, if they enjoy it, which most of the time they do, they'll sign up for what's called our Elements program. Our Elements program is 3 one-hour sessions, again performed in a small group with a maximum of 5 people. In those 3 sessions, we start to look at some more technical movements, go through a lot of the fundamental things that will come up in class. And each session we start to put them through a little bit more intense work, just gradually preparing them for what's, you know, going to happen in regular classes.
Great. So as a chiropractor, this thing's really good for me to hear. If I refer a client here, I know they're going to be looked after, they're going to be eased in progressively and make sure that they have the technical component before they sort of start to go really hard. So awesome.
Absolutely.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Right, thanks Ben. Thanks for your time.
Cheers.